Welcome back to Undying Winds. This is session number 10, entitled Forgotten Faces. Last session, the group managed to use a bit of the old runaround and managed to elude capture or attack directly from the agents of the conglomerate. They managed to ferret their way through the foundry, or this strange place where a lot of machines and mechanisms were present. They didn't explore too much into that because they very quickly descended down to beneath the pyramid. There they found what they had been seeking, the forge. And when they found it, they very quickly put their heads together, figured out how it worked, and were able to reforge Valette's undaunted frame. Her being a constructed creature by the conglomerate, she now has changed her appearance and also a lot of her internal workings. She was built to fight. She was built to serve, and those portions of her changed dynamically. She is now a beacon of kind of radiant light. There seems to be a certain aura to her ever since she's exited the well. For the next 10 or so minutes, she spends her time re-equipping her equipment, patching Sayre's auto shield to her right shoulder, over top the jacket of the fallen enforcer number 33, taking up judgment and kind of looking around the room. To her, she sees something that you don't all see as of yet. She sees glowing figures that seem to kind of follow around the groups of you like ghosts, just kind of spirits lingering beside you, near you. And when she activates her divine sense feature, she sees the details of these individuals. She sees them for who they are. She sees Byako Seishan Subeta standing next to Ren Keen Eyes, a great ancient old warrior who sacrificed himself to purify his blade and to stop a certain pride building up within him. Standing near Gilbert is a woman, an elvish woman, very regal in bearing, who seems to have just a grace even in this see-through state that just kind of transcends beauty. Standing near Brock is a familiar face to you, Valette. Of course, it is Sayre. She appears to be very focused on Brock, very focused on him and very intent on him. Standing near you, of course, is Hawk. And standing next to Sam is the brigand known as Pockets. These spirits seem to have probably been here forever, just beyond the sight of you and the others. You have sneaking suspicions that, based on the way that Yen Lauren acted in some ways, and at certain points, you think that maybe he saw them too. And you wonder what entity he was speaking with when he had his moments, or when he focused in on the crystal and paid more attention to that than what was going on around him. The next 20 or so minutes, you guys spend some time kind of just, relaxing, looking around, thinking about where you'll go. You see the features that I've explained to you. There is a strange platform similar to the elevator that was in the very first entry chamber, in between the two pillars, directly south from the pool. The distances are vast. It's a very, very dark place, and you know that it continues on east and west, north and south, for quite some distance. It took you some time to get here from the strange device that was holding the liquids that feeds into the pool here. So, that said, you also spent some time identifying some objects. Valette, I will give you a free opportunity to attune to one armor if you so choose, if that hasn't already been done.
Did Brox want the Wayfinder's armor? It'd be just a 16 AC, but it has Mithril, so you can still sneak without disadvantage.
Yeah.
Alright, so then I think all of them taken.
Okay.
Which is fine for now.
So, you guys, kind of identify the Wayfinder's armor and kind of spend some time just relaxing. Towards the end of this short rest, which is safe, by the way, if you haven't already, I believe everybody spent their hit dice and regained their abilities already. But you would notice that the red pool in the center, which turned red during the transformation process, it kind of starts, the liquid's still kind of lifting up to the forge, and it's slowly pulling the forge down into the liquid, which we kind of discussed at the end of last session, that it was descending into the liquid. Not so much in a menacing way, more like it was active, now it's not. But what you do notice towards the end of your short rest that is strange is the liquids that are flowing into it start to become red and exit out towards the pools and then up towards the mothers, all becoming red. It's not sudden. It's a very slow transition. But it's before your short rest is concluded. So I, of course, will give you the option to, if you want to continue your short rest here and kind of stay here, or if you want to retreat off in a different direction.
If we retreat off in another direction, I'm assuming we can still complete the short rest, or
You would delay it, but then yeah.
I find this unnerving. Shall we try to seek respite somewhere else? Or wait to see what happens?
I don't know. I don't like waiting to see what happens. That sounds ominous.
I think we should work on getting the hell out of here.
Alright, I'm assuming then, unless Ren has objections, we're going to find somewhere else to finish the short rest really quickly.
That's fine.
Which way would you like to go? North, south, east, west? You came from the west originally. If you recall, you descended down the western portion of the pyramid and followed the cord, which you can kind of see connected to the base of the statue there on the left side. You followed that all the way to the this place. Which way would you like to go? Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yep.
We're just nobody's saying anything.
Okay.
How
Since
about
everyone's kind
the
of
north
just
and-
moseying about, you notice that Brock starts to kind of whisper words towards his sword. What do you mean? What do you mean she's coming? I don't understand what you're saying. What?
Alright. Since
I
nobody's
activate my divine sense.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
I was going to
Oh,
say, since
no.
whatever. If no one's making a decision, Sam's just going to continue to rest there.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay. When you use the divine sense, you kind of look, and then you start feeling this bright sunlight thing, just kind of off in the distance. When you kind of look over to it, you kind of and kind of lose your sight for but a moment. And then when you kind of look through your fingers, hovering above the pool, directly above it, is a humanoid figure with his hands off to the side, just glowing bright radiant. Huge gray wings shadowing behind it, and floating above its head appears to be these small orbs, about 13 of them going around and around and around. As you kind of try to focus through the sunlight, it appears to be a man, completely naked, his wings bleeding, but completely gray, ash-colored wings, and the crown above his head are eyes. It looks just like a tattoo you've seen before.
Yeah.
except in full form. As you peer at it, or him, he peers back at you. And then kind of just dissipates beyond the sense, as the sense fades.
Valette relays what she just saw above the pool.
So I don't recall out of character any tattoo.
It had to do with Sarah, I believe. That was like the thing with the ripped wings of the
The
angel.
bloody angel.
The bloody angel, yeah. Oh gosh.
All right.
I wasn't ever too familiar about the greater implications of that, but
As you guys are kind of sitting about, moseying about, not really deciding on moving, you see Sam kind of take a sigh, and that's pretty much the triggering point for the end of the short rest. And you kind of are, you feel better. You got a decent rest out of it. Nothing strange besides that weird vision has happened since you've been there. Yeah.
All right, then let's get on with it.
shall we head
Brett,
back the way we came?
Yeah.
Weren't
Okay.
we being pursued that way?
I don't remember. Were we?
I mean,
neither
we've
do I.
been pretty much pursued every single direction that we've gone, so it's just a question of whether they gave up or not.
Yeah, they're definitely looking for us somewhere here.
Well,
Why
you
don't
would
we?
you would know that if you were to go to the west, the way that you came had a path. So everything kind of looks vast and open. Tile stone. The pillars are basically equidistant, about 25 or 30 feet apart. But you remember following that cable, the one that had the liquid in it, when you came this way.
So what do you think, Ren? Back
Yeah,
to
the
where
question-
we came, looking for
Yeah,
a
that-
fight, or should we try new territory? Possibly leads deeper into this fucking place.
I mean, I guess I would. My gut tells me we want to keep going into the place and not back towards the fight.
Okay. As you're discussing, you do see a hand start to come out of the liquid and kind of grab a hold of the side, and start to try and pull itself out of the liquid. It's completely covered in red liquid, and yeah. What do you
Look
do?
at.
Let's get out of here.
I don't like it.
So are we going west?
How about? Well, we came from the west.
Okay, are we going east?
Yeah, let's go to the east.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You rush off to the east, and you head that direction for quite some time, rushing past pillars. Do you keep your eye on the cable to the left, or do you just kind of
Sure, I think
Okay.
that makes sense.
following it for some time? As the light kind of fades away from behind you, as you're looking over your shoulder, you can no longer see what's behind you, and you seem to be running for some time. You look ahead, and you see the same exact thing, but from the as if you were approaching it from the west.
So I somehow think that either way we're fucked.
So
Yeah.
if you'd all just move yourself to the other side of the map,
Boop.
as you or Mario Brothers it
Yeah.
straight across the
Wow.
side there.
Oh, I don't like it.
And
Playing games with us.
Go
I don't
down.
understand,
You would
brothers.
also see
we
the
went this way.
The figure coming up out of the liquid. She looks familiar. She looks very familiar to everyone. It's Valette, and
Get out of there.
she's kind of sitting on the edge, kind of looking down at her hands, and then kind of looks over at you, all as you
Valette.
approach.
As a quick question, does Sam know what's going on with the going around rotating thing?
Make an Arcana check.
Woohoo! Hopefully we don't die, because I like making these checks, guys.
Did well.
That's a 21.
You got pretty
Nice.
decent planar knowledge. You would know that you must have been pulled from the material plane into an extra dimensional pocket space. Pocket spaces don't have infinite material, so they don't expand outwards infinitely. So that means that
Right.
they maintain their causality, they maintain their presence by being circular. You don't
We're stuck in this area.
you don't think that you ran a distance and then came back around to it. You think that you ran around the plane and came back to it.
Yeah. It's sort of like the tiny planet in Rick and Morty.
Correct. Or the tiny planet in Dragon Ball Z.
Either way, tiny planet
Tiny
works.
planet.
Got it.
And that circular thing in the middle, in front of the pool, was that an elevator?
It looked similar to the one from up at the very beginning of the game, yeah.
Ren turns to Sam and says, "Do you know how we get off of this plane back to our original?"
Brox, do you approach Valette?
Yeah, with my hand on my pistol under the car.
She looks over at you and she says, Broxgar, I don't know what happened. Something very strange happened. How long was I gone?
It's not even an hour yet. It's not been maybe 20 minutes.
I saw such strange visions when I was in there. Darkness.
Where were you?
I do not know. She kind of breathes, and then you see her kind of just frame back up into her normal robotic stature. You can see that her face is still damaged from when she slammed it into the wall before. And she kind of like places her hand over her face and kind of looks to you. We've got to get out of here.
Yeah, we do. That's the plan.
I don't think the forge process worked. I think it was corrupted somehow. And you reflect back on the marking on the forge before that was impaled by Judgment, and she kind of looks up at you and says, I don't know what we should do, Brox. Will you help me? Make a wisdom saving throw, Broxgar, please.
Oh, shit.
Push her into the hole.
Yeah, I shall do the thing in just a second.
I wish I was within 10 feet of you.
Where are you?
I'm with you guys. Brock's rushed off ahead.
I thought, no,
Ooh,
we
nice.
should have all approached. John said. We came all the way back around.
You feel something unnerving about her. You feel like there's something happening here, like that's besides what she was saying, and you kind of feel like there's something that happened in your mind that was kind of shunted away, like you kind of blocked it mentally. And she kind of looks at you, and as she does, she kind of sees that effect has happened, and she screams, and her face starts to peel back like blood being pulled off of like the metal frame underneath, and she just kind of like melts back into the pool.
Oh, nice. Bye.
I don't think that was a good thing.
What the fuck? That's what I say in character. What the fuck? Hey, everybody, hello.
I hate
Where
this
are you
place.
in this place?
I don't know, it feels kind of homey, you know, like that place that you don't want to go to that your parents live at.
As everyone's kind of moving over to that direction, you kind of notice out of the corner of your eye that there's a shadow kind of up near this pillar, standing kind of looking over its shoulder, like Solid Snake style, kind of looking over its shoulder at you as you all pass.
Which pillar was that?
Sorry, hold on.
But I just saw Warforged come out of the pool and do some crazy shit. It said that you've seen some things, and it seemed just like you, like the exact same person.
Do you walk over to the pool to see what he was talking about?
Oh.
Broxgar, you see, you kind of look over to the pool as you say it, and you see Valette's old face, ripped and torn, floating on the top of the liquid.
I'm pretty spooked about it.
I'm slowly walking in that direction, intrigued. But I probably stop 10 feet from, like, right here. I guess that's 15 feet from the start of it, and just sort of look at it a little bit.
Yeah, your old face is floating in the liquid.
Gish had a facelift.
You hear a voice kind of echo across the hall now, and it starts to emanate from the pool. It sounds familiar to you, Valette, but you don't know where you heard it from. It's a woman's voice, and she says, "You would leave me behind. You would forget me. You are me. And you've cast me aside? I think not. You are a doll. I am a real woman. I was born into life. My soul gave you yours. A malady. But in truth, for a purpose. You've exacted it, but I want my body back." You see another hand appear out of the liquid.
I'm a real boy.
It appears to be a female's, very soft hand but covered in blood, or this reddish liquid vitae. It starts to pull itself out of the pool if it's not stopped.
How do I think it can be stopped?
I don't know. It's just a woman coming out of the liquid. I mean,
Cut off his hand.
Light a torch and throw it in.
Build a bridge out of her.
Is Vitae flammable though?
no.
Probably not.
How conductive to electricity is Vitae?
How conductive is blood?
I have no clue.
Not terribly so. It's not any less or any more conductive than.
Okay, actually, I want
A
to look that
person.
up now. How conductive is blood?
There's salt
That's
in
such a
it.
morbid question. Wow.
Since you haven't stopped her, when she pulls herself up out of the liquid, you see that she's a blonde woman. It appears that her eyes are completely like skinned over, as is her mouth and her nostrils, but she still has the vestigial features of having those orifices and sight receptacles. Her ears appear to have a very similar, distinct nature to them. And as she kind of comes up out of the liquid kind of comes back up onto her, kind of strapping to her body, and creating this kind of dark clothing on her body as she exits out of the liquid.
Could I attack her as she's trying to do that?
Yeah, go for it.
I want to try to use my high tension cable whip.
Cool. How far away do you have to be to use it?
15 feet.
Cool.
Does-
John. Oh, go ahead.
Does 12 hit?
No.
Curse.
Okay.
Throw it aside.
Could I make a because I'm guessing I know the name of the person that is in question. Could I just sort of throw it out there, or does Valette have no clue?
You can
She's
throw it
read
out
the
there.
name.
You again,
Alright.
everything that you know as a player about your character, your current
Uh-huh.
version of your character knows. You
Okay.
are caught up. You are reforged. You are.
Okay.
There's no limitations.
Okay. Guys, this might get us into trouble and make us roll initiative, but Agatha Steiner, you can't have this body. I am my own person now.
I was forged as a weapon. I was created to kill and destroy the conglomerate. I've been bound here. For what purpose? To keep me locked away. To keep him out of this place. But you freed me. I'll take my body back. And as she says that, everyone sees the frame of the demon prince floating behind her. And it then vanishes.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Do you so out of character? This is the question time. This is the choose your own adventure moment of the game, and of course, everyone is able to throw in their suggestions to Tim. But Tim, are you surrendering yourself, or are you resisting?
All right, guys. If I surrender, we probably make it out of here alive.
But then you're inhabited by the demon prince.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Okay, so do you want Sam's answer or Matt's answer?
Matt's answer, because it sounds like I don't know if Valette has the chance to talk with people. This is all like what do
Oh
we
yeah,
as...
I know. I'm just willing to give you both sides. So Matt's answer is, yeah, fuck this guy. Let's try to kill him. Sam's answer is, so how can I stay alive the longest?
Yes.
Right.
Matt's all
Why
about
can't
being
why
a part.
can't
Go ahead.
she take the Warforged body that's laying in the pool there? She could have that one. Just
It fell apart. It was being held together by the pool. You watched it fall
No.
apart. You watched. So
Rox,
Tim,
Rox can make another one, right?
Tim,
Yes.
what's it gonna be?
Anyone else want to give input?
Can I use my?
No, there's no
never
using
mind.
anything right now. Literally, this is just a for to make sure that your choice is right. Decision time. Tim
Right.
needs to decide: does he want to be my vassal, or does he? Does Valette? Does she want to resist this thing?
Valette will resist with the following comment. Move on and find peace. You can't have this body. But I
Oh.
will move
She
towards taking
interrupts
down
you.
the conglomerate.
She interrupts you.
Okay.
Her face becomes like just horrible malice, and she says, "I will break your soul, and I will bend your body to kneel." And as she says that, you watch as the pool starts to fill with faces. You see Blades. You see Sayre's face that you copied. All of the faces that you have ever taken on in your old frame just start lifting up to the tops of the liquid. And then gray matter starts to peel out and lift the faces up behind her. These malicious-looking black claws start to extend out from this ooze and start gripping the air as if it desired to just rend flesh. And the faces start to fill up with this matter and become like physical faces before you. And this is what this horrific nightmare looks like.
No.
Guys, it's great.
Oh, that's so creepy! Holy shit!
I know.
I mean, I think that looks perfectly normal. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
The maw of the thing
It's
opens
just
up
like-
in the center. It looks like it's
Fine.
prepared to fight. Roll initiative.
It's like Thanksgiving.
Why is everyone
So-
so far from me?
'Cause you're
I'm
just-
sorry, brother.
Tracker.
Yep.
I was distracted.
Slim Jim.
Nice.
I'll snap
Oh
into.
god, that thing's huge. No, that thing's gargantuan. Holy crap.
It's okay, guys. Sam rolled a 5. We're fine.
We're good. We're good.
Hey, I rolled a 5. You rolled a 5.16 according to mine.
Well, yeah, that's according to mine too, because I set it to do that.
Right. No.
Great
How
time.
do you set it to do that?
All
Great
right.
ties.
Oh, also,
One more thing. The second the frame starts to frame up, Brack kind of looks very distracted. Holding the weapon kind of close to him, he kind of looks down at the blade. And you all watch his eyes kind of glow golden in color. Valette, when you kind of turn to look back, you watch as Sayre steps into Varrock's body. Sam.
We have Sarah.
Oh, sorry,
fighting.
Matt. Apologies, Matt. What would you like your first line to be?
why do I have this strange urge to say the word brother right now?
Nice.
All right. Broxcar, I believe you have the highest on the initiative pool, if everybody has rolled.
Yep.
It does look like that is the case.
I'm bringing out the gat. Fuck
Weapon.
this thing. 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
Noise.
11 damage, and the second one's a 26.
Okay.
7 damage. Moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
These are non-magical.
Correct.
Okay, noted. You watch as the bullets hit the liquid and kind of... and the gray matter kind of... Alright. Its initiative. 1 second.
Ah.
Why was I so close?
Yeah, exactly.
You're the tank. It's okay.
It's okay. Sam was far away.
It's
Although,
probably going
no,
to surrender.
Brock's
I was
go.
going to say it's going to make us make an survive or in saving throw.
It's one.
You're perceptive enough. You actually realize that the shadow that Ren didn't mention kind of looks around the corner, and it looks like Jimmy Blades. You don't know why he's there or how he got there, but he looks over at you, and he kind of grins maliciously. He then steps forward and attacks you.
Jimmy, oh no!
I didn't. What?
Jimmy Blades!
I saw him?
Yeah, I said you
saw
see
a
a shadow
shadow.
over in that corner by the thing. I said you saw a guy looking like
yeah.
he's looking over that way. 21 to hit.
Yep.
All right. As he kind of moves forward, like holding, judgment, kind of moving towards you, he kind of swings his arm out at you like he's swinging it, and you watch as the whole body kind of just and like roils. And as he's swinging the weapon, the whole arm and sword just become this big mass of wet matter, and it just blasts into you. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of psychic damage as you feel life essence kind of enter into you, and it feels foreign, and it feels to be kind of like the liquid's lingering on your body, and the weird like life essence is lingering on your soul. It feels like it's just coated you in filth.
That's so gross. So gross.
All right. Ren,
Yep.
very quickly
Ren-
catching a glance behind you, you hear movement, and you see a figure kind of appear behind you. As she steps into the light, you see Sayre step out.
Evil Sayre.
Evil Sayre appear out before you, kind of spin around and raise the katana up above her head and bring it down at you. As she does so, her whole body just becomes this huge, like, block of just and slams into you, and then reforms back into itself at the end. 11 misses.
Yes.
It kind of splashes onto the ground near you, leaving kind of like a reddish stain on the stone. And then last but not least, the thing in the middle kind of looms over top of you, Valette, and all of the eyes kind of bear down on you, looking at you,
Uh-huh.
and it says, "Kneel." Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fun.
When you got this.
Neil Young.
22.
Nice. Plus 10 on saves. Oh, very nice.
Yep, you just feel this kind of this connection between you and it for a moment, and you kind of feel the radiance like that was put inside of you kind of shunted away. It doesn't seem to be like, blocked in a way. It just seems like it's more intent on wanting to do it again and again and again. All right, Ren, your initiative.
Yep. I want to use my insightful fighting feature against this.
All right, and then you swing at it.
So first it needs to make I can make an insight. Yeah, I get
doesn't have-
contested against.
It doesn't have it, so you succeed against that.
Okay, awesome. And then I'm going to swing, and that would
Okay.
just auto.
The
give me
second the sword starts to come towards it, you watch as it ripples and then just splashes out on the ground. You then watch as it trails away from you, back and around the pillar. Those of you on the other side of the pillar watch as this red line that you didn't see previously on the ground starts streaking with this big old mass of blood back towards the center portion, and it enters into the body.
Cool.
You wasted your first attack, is what happened.
I wasted my first attack. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay.
That
And
was
then-
attacking Sayre, right?
Yes, that was attacking Sarah. And Sarah.
Sorry, Evil Sayre.
Where is it now?
It doesn't exist. I sucked it back into the body. I'll give you a free.
I'm going to go ahead.
Make a free perception check.
Super.
Is this sort of like those-
16.
Okay. You kind of look over at Brox, who's engaged with the shadow you missed, and you see that there's this very, very narrow, like, red line attached to its toe that goes all the way over to the center pool.
Okay, so I have enough movement to make it there.
Okay.
So where is? Could you show me where? Could you draw the line?
No.
Oh, it's attached from him to the center.
Right.
So how can I go there and try to cut the line?
Well, you already used your action to attack.
How about a bonus action?
You used your bonus action to insightful fighting.
You're right. I did that.
Couldn't
so,
he attack, move, and then do a second attack?
He doesn't have second attack. He's a rogue.
Yeah, I'm a rogue. I don't have second attack. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move up behind Brox to back him up.
Okay. Sounds good. Sayer. It's been a while since I've been able to say that.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, there's a big scary thing in a pool in front of me. And I can run up towards that thing.
Yeah.
And I can rage.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, hold on one second. Scanlan. Okay, cool. So, yeah. I would like to rage.
Sure.
And then I'm going to just, like, attack this giant, ugly mofo.
That sounds about right. With
Yeah.
Asafune, correct?
With Asafune, yes, because I think that's the only weapon that I have currently.
Yeah.
So, 2 attacks, 22 and a 24.
Both hit.
And that is 12 twice.
Nice.
Wow. Wow, the exact same rolls too.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else?
See, I raged, I attacked. I think that's it.
Okay. After your initiative, but before Valette's initiative, I'll take a legendary action.
Cool.
I will use this ability, which I'm talking to myself.
It's okay, John.
Ren,
Happens to all of us.
make a wisdom saving throw.
I rolled an 8.
You are held.
Oh. What does that mean exactly?
The hold person. Let's see.
Do I get an attempt to get out of it at the beginning of my turn? Does it?
Yeah, at the end of your turn.
I just wrote or sent it on the thing what hold person is.
You're paralyzed for the duration.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Valette.
All right. I'm going to do something odd, perhaps, and I'm going to walk up and cast
Ooh.
Spirit Mantle on Sayer.
On Brock. Yeah.
Yeah, Rock Sayer.
You would know the
Rare.
truth. Everyone else.
On rare.
Rare. Sayer.
So
Sack?
so it's Sayer to me, Rock to everyone else.
Correct.
Okay. And then move to stand side by side and say, "Shall we do this, Sayer?" And just get ready
Let's
to do whatever.
dance. Also, it's really hard to switch between accents. I'm just going to say that.
I will give you inspiration right now for doing so, if that's more than fair. Between Valette and Sam's turn, I'm going to use another legendary action. I am going to reform. All right. So you watch as the line connecting pocket or blades to the main thing starts to kind of swell up, starting at the main one and ending at the other one. And you all watch as all of the heads and the body of the thing just slumps down, moves across the floor in a very narrow stream, and then appears over here. In the process,
Gosh darn it.
reincorporating blades back into its central frame.
And John,
basically,
I'm
Brox.
guessing that. Oh.
Sorry, Brox. It's like you're fighting off against this bandit-looking dude, and then it just explodes into faces and.
Not good, Brox. Not good.
Sam. Sorry, we were gonna save Tim actually.
And that is something
It's a
that.
teleport, no opportunity attacks.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I think I know.
No, that's what I
was.
was assuming, just because it's Sentinel.
Right.
Like I was just double checking.
Yeah, it's specifically teleports to its former space.
Okay.
Yep. Sam, in between the nonsense, watching this big bubbling mass of horrific bolting across the room.
Right. That was fun to watch.
It always is, yeah.
You know what? This might not work, but seeing as I have 3 third-level slots right now, I'm still going to give this a shot. So, John, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
DC is higher than it was before. That's the wrong sheet. It's 16 now as opposed to 15.
Okay.
Haha.
And it's
It's
a
probably
wisdom,
not
you
going to
said?
work, guys. But wisdom. Probably not going to work, guys, but, you know, if I can slow it, it would be nice. Although, actually,
What
it
was the
also
DC
has
again?
legendary saves. 16.
Yeah, it is successful.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It was right on the nose. It was pretty close. So don't lose faith on it. It doesn't have very good wisdom. I mean, it might
that's
not
what I
have
was
very good
counting
wisdom. All right.
It's okay. I was kind of figuring that was going to be the case.
I was again. Never mind. I'll discuss mechanics later. All right. Go ahead.
And then I'm just going to move slightly in the middle of everyone,
Okay.
and that's it.
Gilbert,
Go
Scanlan.
Gilbert.
All right.
rally the troops, my friend.
Yeah.
Everybody's fanned
rally
out.
The troop.
Do what you
All
do
right.
best.
Oh, I know. It's such a hard choice. Well, what do I do best? Really?
Move.
We will find out.
You move people.
That is true. I do move
Yeah,
people.
Mr. Travel Cleric.
That is true. At this time, I'm not sure what we want to move, but
The two frontline
Tim,
fighters.
I think our brains are in the same place. I think,
Let's do it.
Moving the two frontline
Fighters
fighters.
towards the threat.
well, yeah, but they can both still move on their own, right?
Not that far.
The person
Not-
who can't move would.
Not close enough to get to attack him next turn.
Yeah, they won't make it next turn.
Oh, you know what? I just was looking at spells. I look up and he's in a different spot now. All right.
well, thanks for paying attention to the fight. I mean,
Yeah,
Go
he-
Gilbert.
He's
I was
50
figuring
feet
out my
away.
Next move before, and he plopped over there so quick. It was crazy.
yeah, it
All right,
literally.
I can make everybody move.
Okay.
What I will do for my turn, and let me check see what this is. I think it's a bonus action.
Tim
no, it's
is
an actual
Tim is
action.
hard selling that step together.
Ooh, it is a bonus action.
It
This
is.
is
Do it.
just sweet. I'm gonna use step together on my child divinity.
Travel domain feature. Step together. Everybody within 120 feet of you that can hear and see you and can move. So not you, Andy. Can go ahead and take a free movement. The movement does not provoke opportunity attacks.
And it's just the normal movement.
Your
of
base
your
movement
character,
speed.
right?
Yep.
Boom. Perfect.
I'm coming to help you, brothers. Why am I saying that?
So everyone is already starting to realize that she's stalking more. Vrak is speaking with Sarah's voice.
That sounds familiar. So I probably can't use 2 channel divinity. Oh, wait a minute. Channel divinity. So that was a bonus action. So for my action, man, I think I will just. Boy, it's this hard choice. I guess I'll just attack,
Okay.
see if this thing gets damaged by my crane beak, and then I'll know what to do in future rounds.
So she does. I mean, this creature does appear to have kind of like it is a mass of a bunch of like faces and hands and everything, but its kind of center portion there is the woman that I described with no face, kind of just standing there, kind of blankly. So it kind of looks like a central target. If that kind of gives you an idea.
I do have a question. Before
Sure.
I attack, if I wanted to do a religion check to see if I knew anything about this creature because it was... Oh, actually, I'm not trained in religion. Shit.
Then
What
no.
type of cleric am I?
You're the worst kind.
Son of a...
Just
I am
attack
the
it.
worst kind of cleric. Travel domain.
Go nuts. Attack it. You're too
I'm gonna
busy to
have
read books.
Attack
Walking.
it now after that.
You always push me out of the way.
You're right next to me.
I'm incapacitated.
Yeah, I know.
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed for now.
Paralyzed is worth it.
Wait, I thought I clicked on that.
Yeah.
Are things lagging here? Oh.
This is gonna be real fun in the next bit.
I know.
son of a
I'm
bitch,
sorry,
we all
Ren.
die.
On the
Yeah.
bright side, we're down a
Andy?
spellcaster if you're interested in that next time.
Do me a favor and check your side chat, please.
Okay.
Alright, I was clicking the wrong thing. Son of a bitch. There we go. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Yay! I hit with Crane Beak. I also get radiant damage now from Divine Strike, 8th level. 10 piercing plus 4 radiant.
Okay.
Does that appear to do damage?
Yeah, it does damage. It seems to be normal.
Ooh, sweet.
I mean, you kind of swing at her and kind of hit her, and she kind of like bubbles to the side and starts leaking herself, and then kind of reforms. Not fully.
Great.
Alright. She bleeds.
Right. Old country. Why?
I hear running water in the background. Who's doing that?
It's mine. I've got a cat fountain. I forgot to turn it
Oh,
off, and I'm
okay.
too engaged right now to do it. All right, Broxgar.
Delay or hold, whatever the kids call it these days.
Gotcha. All right. Starting my turn, resetting my legendary actions, and engaging in my attacks. All right, hold on a second. My stuff's lagging, so I probably sound like a robot.
A little bit.
Not really.
It's real weird.
Not a huge amount.
Okay, well, I'm going to make attacks. It definitely looks strange from you guys on the outside. Yeah. So what you see is it kind of like creates the pseudopods and starts swinging them down. Looks like it's going straight for Ren, and then kind of shifts off to the side and batters into Gilbert instead.
Sorry, Gilbert.
Sorry, Gilbert.
It doesn't auto crit you.
No.
Yeah, that's true. That's the bonus.
But I think I know why John did that.
All right, and then 25 and 23 hit. Gilbert, you'll be taking a total of 20.
I think after the first hit, I'm going to bamf out of it.
Okay, so first one will do 14 points of damage to bludgeoning, and then 7 points of psychic.
Alright. So
Wow.
I'm down a
Yeah.
little bit.
And then you're going to use your ability to teleport away.
Yeah, I think it's a reaction. Let me click it and make sure.
Yep.
It's
Huh.
called...
It's
Blah,
this.
blah, blah.
Yeah, it's a
Fade
6th
away.
level. Well, how many channel divinities do you have?
This would be my last one.
Okay.
If I can use it.
Yeah.
It's a reaction, right?
So you take the damage from the first one, then you teleport away. So that means I need to reconfigure for my second attack.
Can you just miss the second one? Or that doesn't work that way?
It doesn't work that way. So go ahead and move yourself to a different location.
Son of a bitch. Sorry, Ren.
No worries.
Taking 2 didn't sound good to me.
That's,
You know, Bard is a really fun class, Andy.
so the second attack.
Saying.
The second
Never
attack
played Bard.
will hit Ren, because there's no other option really, and it's an automatic crit
And
because you're paralyzed.
Action! And I will
Son
use
of a
my
bitch.
Channel Divinity.
Ooh!
Aha!
Okay.
Good deal.
And this is called Rise to the Occasion.
Oath
It
of
is Oath of
Ordeals
Ordeals.
is the paladin class that was granted for Valet's new form. So as a reaction, when a friendly creature of Valet's size or
Wow.
smaller within 30 feet is attacked, but before damage is rolled, they swap
My
places.
hero. My hero.
So please swap if you haven't
I
already.
can be your
Okay,
hero,
so I-
One space
baby.
behind, 'cause
Where
you
were
can-
you?
Is it
Can you
swapping?
flip
No.
where you?
It's I move him 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
He was
You
right
move
next
into their
to
square
me,
and
right?
shift them. That's right. No.
So, like,
Which I'm
move-
sorry, which square?
It's not a swap.
Right
It's
there?
not a swap. It's not a swap. Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
Move 1 over to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right there. So that's still
Cool.
within 5 feet of your original position.
Okay. And
And
Okay.
I get hit instead.
but it's the crit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's still gonna hurt like a mother.
All right.
But
So it's going to be 32 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh my god.
and 20 points of psychic damage.
32. Let's do
Sorry,
that.
guys. So,
And this is
I
all.
can take away
That's
the
one
pain.
hit.
Okay.
So the first hit was
32.
against Gilbert. Second attack was against Ren, but you triggered to block it. And now I am going to use my third feature, which is make a wisdom saving throw, Tim.
And John, it was 32 and 22.
32 and 20.
20. Okay.
20
That's good to know.
psychic, yeah.
All right. And
I keep on mentioning the psychic because I know I think one of you has a ring.
Gilbert
oh
does.
yeah,
Um,
Gilbert has
do,
that
but
ring
I
of
got
mind
rid of it.
shielding, right?
Uh,
Good.
John, real quick. What would be the concentration saving throw for that?
So you're maintaining a concentration effect. It's from one source, so it'll be 52 points of damage halved, which would be 26.
26. Oh
DC
gosh, I
26.
need an 18 or higher.
Spell's
Nope.
gone, whatever it was.
All right. So Sarah no longer has Spirit Mantle,
Okay.
and now I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, as I use my third feature for my attacks.
I forget
Oh,
what does
beautiful.
Spirit Mantle do.
Wow.
Success. It doesn't matter. It's no longer present. I'm
I'd
really
like
sad.
to,
Oh, God, you're
I'd
taking
like
your
to
turn.
go after. Yeah.
Okay.
Second one for.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I'll charge from behind the pillar with Fury.
Okay.
And Villain's Menace.
Okay.
I missed.
All right. So for the rest of the combat, you have a +1 bonus to attack rolls and a +2 bonus to damage rolls against the target, and then you still have a second attack.
$18.
19 plus 1.
Right. 19.
That'll hit. And then +2 to your damage here is going to be a total of 14. Alright. Pretty decent wounding. Hold on a second. Yeah, pretty decent wounding. Good deal. After you take your turn, which would be after its turn, there's still that step in between you and Ren. Your turn doesn't shift positions. I'm just saying when you took the delay. I'm going to take a legendary action at that point. And focus in on Roxgar. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All day, demon bitch.
Oh no, you're 20 feet away. You're not 10 feet away.
You guys are rolling hot on these wisdom saving throws. And
All day.
pissing.
I will never suffer from corruption.
You feel the entry into your mind again, and you don't care. You do not give a shit. Not today.
Me and Grandpa are here to fucking eliminate corruption. That's what.
Me and Grandpa is accurate. It's accurate as fuck. Ren,
Do I get
Oh,
to make a
hold on.
save again?
apologies at the end of your turn, yeah, but apologies. I do want to get one more thing out there for flavor. Valette, so you are kind of engaged, standing in front of Ren, kind of focused, right? You see from the side, Broxgar rushing in, raises up Fury, and when he goes in for the Villain's Menace, you watch as the shade of Kolgar grabs the axe as well, and the two of them swing the axe together at the creature.
You're so awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Ren, at the end of your turn, you get a saving throw against the effect.
But since I am paralyzed, I can't do anything, right?
Correct. You don't have a turn. So you are adjacent to Valette, so you'll have a bonus to your saving throws equal to her charisma modifier, which is
3.
3.
Okay, so it's a
Wisdom saving
wisdom
throw.
save.
And you'll have +3 to the roll. Success. So at the end of your
Alright.
turn, you regain your presence, so you're no longer paralyzed, but you won't get to do anything until the next turn. All right.
Okay.
And then after Ren, it goes to Brock.
Oh, Matt mentioned he would be right back.
Oh, okay.
Quick question: can I stack Villains Menace or not?
Well, you can't use it more than once per day.
Oh, true.
It
Yeah, one
specifically
charge.
states it for that one. You can use an esper
Sorry, am I?
charge multiple times, but yeah. Matt, we were just talking about you. It's Brock's turn.
Yeah, sorry, I had to run off and grab food.
Understandable.
So Srock is going to run up.
Shrock. Shrock.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is classy,
Shrock is
Jacob.
going to run up, look over at Valet and say, "You remember how to do this," and hold out Asafune.
I don't have a reaction because I used it already.
Well, frick that then.
Well, you
Change
can
of plans.
you can change it to Ren or Gilbert or Sam. I know for story reasons that was the best choice, but
I didn't realize that he used his reaction. I might have missed that.
yeah, it's okay. You were side. There was a lot of body blocking to save people.
Yeah. Ren is paralyzed. Or can
No.
he
Nope.
still?
He's not
Good.
anymore. He's saved.
Oh, okay, cool. In which case, sure, I'll switch where I was going, run over to Ren, and touch tips with Ren.
Aura Whirl. This one's good. So go ahead and roll sneak attack damage. And you do not have a delayed damage pool because you haven't taken any damage yet, right?
Vrak has not taken any damage yet.
So
no.
there's no delayed damage pool. So it'll just be sneak
Oy.
attack straight.
Blame roll.
All right. So if you are below half your hit points and are within 30 feet of those two, you regain 9 hit points, up to a maximum of half of your hit points.
Ooh, sweet. Wait a minute. Up to a max. So if you're already higher than half your hit points, you don't gain
You
any.
don't gain anything.
So that did basically nothing then, huh?
Wait, no, hold on. Sorry. Rewind. Apologies. Wrong. That's
Okay.
if Ren touches Brock's tip. If it's the other way around, I need you to choose a creature within 30 feet of you. Or Ren. I presume this one.
Am I choosing a friendly creature or an enemy?
Oh, this is Red Rush.
No.
No?
John.
Red rum.
You want to choose an enemy creature.
Okay, then yeah, I'm picking the mofo in front of
Or
me.
you could choose an ally creature, but I don't think they would have. Yeah, you could choose either or. I'll tell you what it does, so you can make a
Okay, that would be
decide
good.
decision. The creature has an ability that is used once per day or has the recharge trait. It loses the feature as if it expended it. You immediately use that feature, designating targets as you choose.
Sure, I'm going to try it on the guy in front of me.
Sure. They do not have any once per day or recharge abilities.
Oh, legendary actions don't count as recharge abilities.
Okay, I'll allow it. So
That was the one thing that I wasn't sure about, because they do technically recharge.
you physically cannot perform the reform action, which allows you to swap with a simulacrum, because you don't have
Right.
one. Coordinated attack, I will allow. So you can make a single attack. You can make a single attack, and if you are adjacent to an ally, you make the attack with advantage.
That is a 22.
That'll work.
And that is 16 damage.
All right. Pretty well wounded, it looks like. And yeah, that ability is called Red Thief.
Interesting.
And it'll be applied to the Asafune card as we speak. And it goes to before Valette, and between the two, I will take an action, a legendary action. I'm not terribly fond of these people being conscious, so I will... Song of Shame. Sam. No, Ren. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Gosh, man, going for me today.
Lock down the damage dealer.
Have
Survive
a
longer.
+3.
Yes.
Oh, and you don't need it.
Yes.
Yep, you're fine.
Oof. Clutch.
All right. So then it goes to Valette.
All right. Let's see. Why don't? Oh. Does this work? Doesn't it as a creature? It must make soup. we'll save that for later. Let's do this, Sarah. And I hold out judgment. I forget what it does, but we'll find out.
Judgment to
Osafune.
Asafune will do Red Rush. So you and Ren can move up to your speed. Or sorry, no, that's Ren. I can't read good. Elemental Razor. Choose one creature within 120 feet that both you and Vrock can see. You make a single weapon attack, and so does Vrock with your respective Esper edges. If you or Vrock hit, you deal damage as if you would hit with a melee attack, but you do it of a type of one of the following: acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. So it's not slashing damage, it's one of those types. If both attacks hits, you treat Valette's attack as a critical success. If your attack is already a critical success, treat Vrock's attack as a critical hit. If both attacks are already critical hits, maximize all damage dealt.
So we both hit, so I crit.
Correct.
Okay. With that melee attack, may I also smite on top of it?
Mm-hmm.
I shall smite with a...
Also, we choose what type of damage we're doing.
It's either acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. One type, not two. All both.
All right.
Both are all.
Tim, do you have a preference? I'm thinking thunder, but I'll leave the final decision up to you.
I'm totally your choice because you probably have a better idea of what we should do damage-wise.
I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm saying thunder.
All right, let's do thunder. And how does critting with a smite work? Is it just?
Oh, sorry. No, hold on a second. This isn't technically a melee attack. Smite has to be melee attacks. I apologize. I'm not trying to cheat you because it's range 120. You cannot smite. I apologize. I'm not trying to cheat.
No, it's fine.
But I just recalled the fact that I said a creature within 120 feet of you because you're both swinging at it and basically it's creating whoosh of the element.
Like energy blades coming out of us.
That's the one.
Really awesome. So with judgment, I rolled a 2, so it would be an extra 15, right, from the crit?
Correct.
All right.
So what's the total damage from you?
24 from me. 24 thunder.
Mm-hmm. And what was the total damage from Vrock?
9.
11.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, 11. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 second here. I apologize. You bloodied it, so I need to do a thing.
Oh boy.
Boss fight.
Is it give up?
Yeah, that's what happens.
I'm gonna intimidate you.
Finish him.
Fight's over.
I just realized by not doing a regular extra attack melee attack because I didn't know what that was. I mean, cool, we have a ranged attack, but I couldn't mark it since it's not a melee attack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there's two of almost everybody.
This is where it goes Super Saiyan 2. Ah!
Alright. So as you splash into it with this, you said thunder, you see this streak of just kind of energy appear out from the blades and slam into it. When it hits, it kind of detonates with like a boom and kind of causes it to splash outwards. When it does so, some of the faces kind of fly off of the thing and land on the ground near some of you. As they hit, you see them rise up, bubbling, and appear as copies of pretty much everybody. I believe the only person who isn't represented, because Valette has yet to take on their face, is Vrock, who will be getting a good old-fashioned copy of Sayre.
Wait a minute.
So you should see that there's duplicates of everybody on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing myself. I'm not seeing Gilbert.
Hold on, I see.
But did he ever be? Did anybody?
Nobody
ever
could
become me?
replace Gilbert.
We did have a token
So
for.
he wouldn't see
We
me.
did have a token for slightly taller Gilbert. There was
Oh,
there was clickable adjustments for each. That said, all of them are on the ground and then kind of rise up, standing next to you, brandishing your own weapons against you. Actually, on point for that, 100%, because Brock is wielding Masafune. Great, that was its bloodied reaction. Valette, your turn is up. Right?
I have a bonus action still,
What would
but
you
I
like
don't
to
know. That was just to say I have a bonus action and movement, but I think I'll stay put.
Okay.
And let's just to try and make things a little harder. Is this a bonus action? Oh, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to cast a spell. I'm trying to look at this. Sorry.
No worries.
Let's go with. Yeah, it will be a little selfish since I'm a little low. I'll pump up my my ACs a little bit with a Shield of Faith.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to take a legendary action before Sam goes, who is next. And that legendary action will be to Song of Shame with my last legendary action. So, Matt, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
All right, guys, this is happening right before I go, so this will be fun. Okay, wisdom saving throw. That's a number 18.
That is the fourth 18 you've rolled. Can you guess what the DC of it is?
I'm going to
It's
guess
18.
it's somewhere around 17 or 18.
It's 18.
Not today, demon.
Alright. Sam, your turn.
Right. This is interesting. So,
So,
sorry, I just want to read. Okay, cool. So it's that large. So. Okay, and it's up to 6 creatures.
make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. That's fair. 23.
It's one creature. You actually
Okay,
see
never mind.
You see the tethers all throughout them. It's one creature.
Gotcha.
Cut
Never
that
mind.
shit.
I'm not doing that spell then. Just going to aim right at the center mass. 1, 2, 3.
One will hit.
That does 6 damage.
Okay. Next up is Gilbert.
Kill it, Gilbert.
Well,
Or should we say Gilbert?
Oh,
Yeah.
Kill Gosler.
yes.
He's so pumped. He's like,
No,
wow.
it's still Cum Gos.
Nickname.
It's
Did you
still
hear
Cum
him?
Gosler. It's Gilbert Cum Gosler.
Oh.
Oh
Nice.
no.
Can we?
Oh, sorry. Do me a favor. Roll a 20-sided dice for me, Matt. I didn't see that natural one.
Uh-oh.
You're good. Just a miss. All right. Go ahead.
All right. Could I still know that this person right there is the real Ren, not this person, or is it confusing? Like, what do I think?
It's a good question.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna take a chance because this is a good one. I'm gonna look at Ren and do our little. We had a little like facial expression for if we were going to use our S bridges. So as a free action, I'm gonna see if he'll give me that facial expression back. I don't know what it is. What is it? I'm gonna wink. Something cheesy like that. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try my S bridge with Ren, which
Okay.
is if I know correctly, it would be like one that allows him to fly and attack.
Sudden Strike,
Yes, sudden strike.
which says Ren gains any. Ren can fly up to twice his speed towards a creature that you can see. The movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. He may then make a single attack against a creature. If he has already used a sneak attack, he can use it again. And then you decide the position, or you decide if he remains where his movement ended or he teleports back to his starting position.
I do not want to teleport back to my starting position.
Yeah,
FYI.
I thought. Oh, do I decide? Okay, then I would.
Yeah.
Have
So
it
your
stay.
flight needs to end at the target. So you fly to the target and attack it. So you're literally going 5 feet.
Could I go beside Sayre?
Yeah, over here is like the only free spot anyway.
What
No,
about
There?
here? That's the spot.
that's the free. Well, yeah, I guess that's fine. That's actually closer. So sure.
Either spot. Yeah, he can
And
go wherever he
then
wants.
I attack it.
Yeah. And you get
28, a crit.
you get sneak attack. Go ahead.
So you'll help me with the damage, right? Do I do sneak attack twice?
So 9 plus 6 is 15, and then you'll just click the sneak attack twice. So 23 and
Low roll.
15. 23 and 15 is 30.
8.
38. Okay. Yikes.
So that was an action, I believe, right?
That's your action.
And then I could move out of. I could get out of there if I want to.
You can teleport
I
back
could
to the space that
teleport
you began.
or stay right there.
Yeah.
And if you stay,
It's actually not your
you do a
choice.
certain thing.
It's actually not your
Okay.
choice. It's
Okay.
theirs. If you remain, you can take both the dodge action as a free action. If you can take both you and him can both take the dodge action at this point. But if you report back, then you both hide free action.
I think a dodge is better for us right now. We're
Cool.
target rich. Stay there and take a dodge.
And then any other any bonus actions from you there, Gilbert?
I probably am missing something that I could do that is super awesome. So all those people are watching at home. They can yell at me, but yeah, I'm not going to do any bonus action right at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, I could move. No, I can't move because there's people there.
Broxgar.
I'm gonna full round attack with Fury on the not the Doppelbrox.
Okay.
20 to hit or
Yep.
21. 9 damage. 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
13.
13.
Ooh, he looking pretty bad.
Action surge and do it.
Alright.
Get him.
Ooh.
Oh, money.
That's
23.
23.
Wait, do I double the bonus
No.
too? Okay. Oh boy, let's get it.
Man,
12 more.
Man.
Pretty close.
we are hot tonight.
Pretty close. He's still double digits, but closer than I'd like him to be. Alright, and then any movement or anything like that?
Wow,
Nah.
I messed him up.
Bring it on.
It's probably the last turn he gets. To be completely honest.
Woohoo! Good job, Gores.
But here's the fun one. Oh wait, no, I might be able to survive one more turn. We'll see. Alright, as my attack action, I can make either 2 pseudopod attacks and 1 Eat Memories attack, or I can attack with each of my simulacra and make an Eat Memories. So, let's see. One second. Just need to check my range on my melees. Right. Okay. So 1, 2. No. 1, 2. Yep. 1, 1, 2. Okay. So 1, 2. Okay. The one on Broxgar is going to be attacking Broxgar. All right. 20 will hit Broxgar for 18 bludgeoning and 7 psychic. And then the one on Sam will attack Sam. 22 to hit for 20 bludgeoning and 9 psychic.
Misses?
20 misses?
I'm kidding.
Or 20, 22 misses, sorry, 22.
Yeah, and no, I'm kidding. It's 29 total damage, right?
29 total, yeah. And then the 2 that are adjacent to Gilbert. Trying to think here. I still have movement, which I can do in between actions. So I'm going to move the Valette copy down 1. And then I'm going to make a total of 4 attacks against Gilbert.
You mean like that Gilbert can do more than one?
No, there's 4 doppelgangers that are all changing their positioning to beat the crap out of the gnome.
Oh shit!
So
Guess what
Gilbert,
I don't have? I don't have
Ren, Valette, and Sayre,
Oh,
they don't attack
cool,
like
man.
normal. They become pseudopods or like create pseudopods out of their frame. They're just extensions of the main creature, and I'm gonna pummel you.
Yep, I think so.
When use provoke attack. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, a target doesn't have this feat. You can use your action to make.
The one that is adjacent to you, yeah, you could use that reaction to inhibit that. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction to attack.
Oh, it's
I guess
Sentinel?
Yeah, Sentinel.
Okay. So make your attack.
All right. With
I will counterspell your counterspell. When you attack the simulacrum, which is the thing attacking, I'll break it and reconsume it. And to the keen-eyed individuals that are close to the larger creature, it looks like when it reconsumes its content, it seems to have a healing force. Not a lot.
Like that.
It's not like crazy, like regenerative. It just seems like it's getting a slightly bigger.
Right. Kind of like Zach from League of Legends.
Yeah, a bit right. So, anyways, the 3 attacks that will go then: 21 to hit, 22 to hit, and 25 to hit.
They all 3 hit. Can I
Okay.
pick which memories it erases?
I'm not memory erasing you.
I had a couple bad ones that could erase.
It'll go. Okay, I need math help here. So you don't have any
Gonna hurt.
resistance to psychic, right?
Nope, because I didn't put that damn ring on.
26
I was
damage
convinced
from
otherwise.
26 damage from the first one.
Oh boy.
23
Okay.
damage from the second one. And 29 points of damage from the last one.
78.
That means I'm down.
All right.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
you
say
watch
the
as
same
all
thing.
3 of them kind of and
Man, I
drop
should
Gilbert to the
have
ground.
definitely work on myself. All right,
Asshole.
0.
And then last but not least, memories. It doesn't matter. You're all going to roll 18s anyways, you sons of bitches. So I'll go ahead and stick to Valette then.
All right.
Oh, why'd you roll, Joe?
I just wanted
Just
to
to
show
rub
off.
it in your face.
the dice roll was an 18, by the way. Fuck you. 18 plus
He
2.
was just bragging.
So I need to do wisdom save.
Yes, please.
Oh! Does someone want to use their inspiration on me, please?
I'll use it.
Thank you. So
Lame.
28.
Alright. Fine.
Because I'm super worried what that was gonna do.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3, guys.
Alright.
Joe's
John's
still
big sad. You can see it.
I just wanted it to work. Ren, you're up.
I'm just salivating. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this main guy. 12. It's a
Miss.
miss. Dagger.
Okay.
19.
Yep. Make
Okay,
athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Mhm.
Acrobatics.
You manage to not get pulled in yourself, but when you attack it with a non-magical weapon, you watch as it kind of consumes the metal of the dagger. You no longer have a dagger.
Okay, I have another one, jerk. I'm gonna use my
Use your bonus action and your attack action. So you have movement.
hold on.
Go ahead. You have to use it when you take the attack action. So you bonus action with the dagger.
Wait, but I can't use this. It's an Esper Edge feature.
Yeah, I know, but you're supposed to do it when you take the attack. I'll allow it, but for future reference, it's supposed to go attack, 1 strike, 2 cuts, and then bonus action dagger attack.
Oh.
You did
okay,
it
so
out
it's
of
supposed to be
order.
attack. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You're not supposed to put a bonus action in the middle of an action.
I did not understand.
It's
that.
okay. Go nuts. It still misses.
15. God damn it. And I'm going to use my mobile feature to move away behind the pillar.
Cool. All right. So I am currently in Cool Kid mode. So Song of Shame is increased effectiveness.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I
Okay, I'm a
will.
liar.
Another wisdom saving throw. This one will go towards Brock's. Fucking great. All right, cool. You are
Oh,
charmed.
you get the bonus. No, he's too far away.
You are
Yeah.
charmed by me. While you are charmed by me, if you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it, it has advantage on the saving throw. So you would have advantage on the saving throw. You failed, regardless. While the target is charmed, I have a telepathic link with you. And as long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence, I can issue commands to you, and you have to obey.
Wow.
All right. Now it would go to Brock's turn.
Right. Sorry, chewing.
It's okay.
I
I
hope
won-
that you
I wonder if I'll
have
even
eaten your vitamins and said your prayers. Why do I keep saying these strange things?
Just stops and goes. That'll hit the second one. The first one. No.
The second one was like 17.
All right, solid. Now you may be. It's been a while since you've used Dasafune, but once per rest, you can add a D8.
I know, add a
elemental.
D8 of elemental damage. I've been debating. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna add the D8 now.
Okay.
Not. And I can do that as.
Any of the 7 types.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stick with thunder for right now.
Sure.
And that's 5 extra damage.
All right. Between Valette and Brock there, I'm going to go ahead and use another legendary action. Let's see. I will. I will use it to cast a spell. And I will cast that. You guys all watch as it kind of and just disappears like Harry Potter style. And Ren, you watch it appear adjacent to you.
No, mommy.
All right. Valette.
All right. Yeah, I think it's time to go for broke. Oh gosh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be 2 attacks of opportunity, no matter how I slice it. Ouch. Well, if it's one creature, then it gets 1 reaction.
You would think.
I would
Maybe.
think.
You would think.
Knowing this thing, it's gonna get 2 and wreck my crap. But I'm gonna trust in my high AC, and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Wrathful Smite
Okay.
and ready that up. And
Believe in the heart of
1,
the gods.
2, 3. First possible attack of opportunity.
I'll take it.
All right.
Oh, fucking finally. Crit on you bitches. Oh, my God.
Guys, John rolled an 18. John just rolled an 18.
What? No, I rolled the natural 20. Let's talk about an 18.
Alright.
So the damage getting through will be, let's see, 26 bludgeoning. And only 7 psychic damage.
Oh crap. That should be 35. I did plus instead of minus. So you said 26
Plus
and
7. Yeah. 32, so you have 3 remaining. Or 2
2
remaining. I'm bad at math.
Yeah.
It's okay. And that's the first one.
That hurt.
Are you continuing with the goal?
Do the gauntlet.
Your only hope,
Oh,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Make a concentration check.
Yeah.
It'll be a total of 26, 32 halved is 50, 16 is the DC.
16. I'm gonna fail. 22. Nice.
Success.
Nice.
So you still
Try
have
not.
faith.
Dude,
This is such a terrible idea, but I'm gonna incur the potential second opportunity attack.
It misses.
Whew. Whew. Whew.
Struggling,
All right.
Struggling, rushing up to it. I got you.
All right. First attack is a 10.
Misses.
That misses. Second attack
That'll
is a
hit.
27. And so I'll also yeah, I'm definitely smiting. This might be overkill, but we'll do a first level smite. So 9, 7, and then this is another 1d6 of psychic. 4. So 4 psychic, 7 radiant, 9 slashing, and it needs to make a DC 14. I think I'm at.
What's the save against?
Wisdom.
No. I mean, what is the feature?
The actual.
What are you doing to me?
I am
explode.
attempting to fear you.
Oh, okay. I'm immune to frightened condition.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Anything else? Second attack? Or you already made your second attack?
Yeah.
And you don't act in surge anymore?
Yep. No, I'm a SOL, man.
No
Alright.
bonus action.
In between,
I used it to cast Wrathful Smite.
in between
Oh,
Valette and Sam, I'll use my last legendary action to eat Sam, the fake, and appear over here instead.
Oh, nice.
Kill you.
And then it's you up, Sam.
My turn now.
Fire shield?
I did not take flame shield or fire shield.
You took Arcane.
Damn it!
Just take Fire Shield and Porcupine up. If you'd taken it, yeah.
Yeah, no, that would not be a terrible thing right now, but don't worry.
Misty Step
As
is a
always.
good get out of jail card.
As always, Sam actually has a plan.
Ooh.
Yes, amazingly enough, I actually think things through ahead of time. And I thought that this might happen. And because of that, Misty Step is a great spell.
It's a wonderful thing. Teleport 30 feet away.
I teleport 30 feet away, and that was my bonus action. So I still have my movement and my
And
firebolt
Okay.
for 10 damage.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, it will. 22 to hit.
Nice.
As Sam uses the rest of his movement to get the fuck out of there.
Okay. I need to know if you're moving towards the board edges, by the way. It's important.
I am moving towards, like, behind, the big, strong,
you're staying with the
meaty
group.
person.
Okay.
I'm staying with the group. I just want to get not out in the open.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's
Actually,
see,
hold on a
let's
second.
see.
I want to get slightly more not out in the open.
Actually, at this point, you'd probably still be able to see it from that point. You see that there's this kind of black barrier that seems to be kind of not. It's translucent, so you can kind of see through it, but it's kind of like a darkish color, almost like kind of just a wall of like darkened glass, just kind of floating in the air. And it seems to be like out and away from the creature. You're looking at it. It seems to be kind of like an aura effect out from it.
Direction-wise, you're talking about like.
It's out. It basically goes out from it this way.
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah. It's okay. Gotcha. That's what I thought. Just wanted to verify.
Oh, quick
Cool.
for future reference, guys. When you're within 10 feet of me, the bludgeoning damage should be reduced by 3 for each instance, which I've forgotten about.
Ooh.
All right,
Might have made a difference. I was real close when I went down.
Gilbert, you are in the dying condition. Too bad that paladin didn't heal you. Go ahead and make a death saving throw.
How close do I have to be to get that bonus to death saves?
10 feet.
10 feet.
This
You
is
are-
fine.
I'm actually 20 or 15 feet away from you.
You are 5 feet outside of his thing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Paladining
I would death save
like
this.
a
If I
pro.
roll 20, I get something, don't I?
You get 1
I rolled
hit
a
point.
15.
Hey,
Nice.
you saved.
That would be
I was
evident
under the
for me. I
impression it
have a
was
bunch of
almost
spell
dead,
slots left.
so I tried to do as much damage as possible.
It was
didn't-
very close. Yeah. Broxgar,
I succeeded on a saving throw for now.
can you go ahead and shoot
Kill your family.
Sam? Can you move off to the side and just shoot Sam for me?
Gosh, roll poorly.
With the gun.
Don't worry, guys. I only have 25 hit points
And
left.
hold on, let me make sure with Dominate. I can tell you to run over there, attack that creature, fetch that object. You use your action and take total and precise control. I can use my action to take total and precise control of you. Hold on a second.
So what you're saying is you want me to spend my grit points to make it do lots of damage.
I have to use my action to do it on my turn. So since I've only given you, with the domination, I've only given you the command of kill Sam. You do it in the most generic way you can. Whatever you would do to kill Sam. I assume shooting your pistol would be the key.
I think actually because of the relationship that he would want to kill Sam hand to hand,
Strangulation.
strangle him to death.
He
I think
wants
that would be
to
appropriate.
lick him until he dies. Right?
If those two shots, I believe, will hit Sam's AC. So go ahead and 27 points of damage to Sam.
Oh,
Okay, so guys, you have a dying wizard.
no.
Any
Party
any
members.
saves at the end of my turn, or am I
Wisdom
just
saving throw at the end of the turn.
Nice!
Oh,
You-
sure, now you save!
You've got the hammer back, you've thrown it back, you're holding the pistol out, you're looking down the barrel, and you see Sam go, just kind of fall to the ground.
And you're just sort of like, damn it! I wanted to strangle him!
Let me make sure that's right. Makes me wisdom saving throw. Each time the target takes damage. Oh. No.
Yeah, no, he doesn't make the save throw,
Sorry.
does he?
Sorry. Yeah, it's only when you take damage. So if someone hits you to strike you out of it. Sorry, Joe.
No, that's fine.
But you
Alright.
can keep that roll, right?
Yeah, you can keep that roll
No.
for you get a natural 20 on whatever the next roll you make is going to be. That's fine.
That's never.
It'll be an attack, probably.
He's going
Andy,
to shoot
run up and
Sam
punch him.
again.
No. I mean, you know what I mean. Anyway, it goes to me. I have this barbarian to mess with. I will use my move action to pull. I'll use a bonus action to create a copy or a simulacrum. I don't have. Who do I not have out on the table? Looks like Sam. I did a Sam kill. It's almost like I prophesized that. But I'll create another one. It'll just kind of and spill out next to Brock. And then I'll use my action to take the multi-attack, and I'll use my simulacrums instead of my pseudopods. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total attacks against Brock, who will be taking half damage.
Hey, yeah, don't worry, Barbarian raging. So,
Oh, he's raging. That's good.
All right.
of course,
His AC
Barbarian.
is what?
19.
I only got 3 out of the 5.
Woohoo!
No, I only got. Whoa. 1. I only got 2 out of the 5. Holy shit, 19 AC. That's so good.
Woohoo!
So the first one will deal 19 points of bludgeoning damage. So that'll be halves, down to 9. The psychic damage will get through true. So it'll be 7. So a total of 16 damage from the first attack. And then 17 bludgeoning damage for the second attack, rounding down. It'll be 8. And 10 psychic damage, so 18 from the second attack. You got it?
Yep.
Cool.
Does that all go in? Like, well,
Delayed damage pool, by the way, if you know how that works.
I do not, but give me a second to... Is that in your strong or the
Yeah, it
highways?
should be
Highways
written.
and hedges.
They should have. There should be a.
Oh yeah,
section.
no, I see it. Firm resolve. Okay, give me a second to read it, and I'll allocate accordingly.
Yeah, you should know how that works. And then I'm going to have you make a wisdom saving throw at the end of all of it.
Right. Wisdom saving throw. That is
4.
as a quick question.
You can use your inspiration.
Okay, I'm using my inspiration, so that's a 19.
Yep, because you can use your inspiration for whatever. Your allies, it's perfectly fine. Okay, so that'll succeed, and yet again, not once have I gotten the ability to trigger. Ren, Sam is laying about 10 feet away from you, bleeding from gunshot wounds.
I know that sucks, right?
He is even more gangster now because he'll have bullets inside of him. The idealist, man.
Here's what's gonna happen. Bonus action hide.
Okay.
Do I need to roll a check?
Yeah, because there's currently 2 perceivers.
25.
Okay. Broxgar, what's your passive? Okay.
Not
Not that high.
Well,
Yeah. Never mind.
Okay.
Hiding.
And then I'm gonna pop out of cover for a moment, and I'm gonna throw a dagger at.
Okay.
Sorry.
20 hits, I think.
5 piercing.
Make a wisdom saving throw. It succeeds with a 20.
Great. So he's
No.
already succeed. I'm
Joe-
sorry.
yeah, Joe,
We're
I
not
let
going to take the previous roll.
I let you keep the previous one. I said I would. It's only
got the 22
it's only
from
fair.
before.
It's only fair. I told you to roll a check. I mean, I do want you to kill your whole party, and I can see that you kind of want to too.
Just
But-
a little.
But I did say I'd give you that 20 because you did roll it, and it was when I called for it when I shouldn't have. So, okay, Ren, you throw the dagger. It hits Brox. Brox, you kind of look to your gun hand. Your immediate reaction is to turn the gun on Ren, but then when you realize what you're doing, you're kind of like, oh.
And then I'm going to take the rest of my movement to move beside Sam and shield him from any whatever's like.
Okay.
So that's my action and my bonus action, my movement.
All right. And Matt, what's Sam gonna, or not Sam, but Brock gonna do?
Right. Because, fuck it. Why not take opportunity attacks when you can? Because, otherwise you'll miss the opportunity. He's going to run up to Big Ugly. So make the 2 attacks.
Okay. Bing and bang. Both miss.
Haha!
Fuck me, man.
Gotta take the opportunity. And then, yeah, he's going to try to fuck some shit up.
Are you doing so recklessly? I said it.
Yeah.
Now
I
that-
haven't looked at my rolls yet, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do reckless.
Well, look at your rolls and deal all the damage.
Yeah!
Nice.
Nice.
Do it.
Rage that shit. Barbarian it up.
It looks like his numbers on. No, yeah, they're wrong. They should be 12 for the bonus. So 25 plus 15. Why'd you roll it? Oh, because you hit twice. So
Last for it, brother.
25 plus 15 is 40.
Eat your vitamins, bitches.
All right. So what you witness, Bullet, as you're kind of like battered and like bloody, kind of looking back at the situation, you watch as Rock kind of jumps up in the air, and you see bright golden angel wings kind of appear off of Rock's back as he impales the blade into the creature, stabbing it in the mouth, not attacking the simulacrum female in front of it. When he impales it, you watch as Sayre's ghost kind of pulls out of Brock's body and kind of lingers there for a bit, kind of like looking down at it. And as that happens, the bubble that Sam saw on the outside goes and sucks inwards. Everybody feels it kind of pass by you, and it feels like you're exiting one room and entering into another. It's a very strange effect. Very subtle, but it happens. Once it kind of loops in, you watch as all of the simulacrums are dragged into the center, and the creature itself kind of vanishes as well. So Brock would see this, and I believe Brock's would be able to see it, and Valette would be able to see it, but you watch as it kind of comes to that minute point and kind of vanish. It seems that it's actually vanishing, not like being destroyed. It seems like it's going somewhere else.
Huh.
Oh, our doubles are disappearing.
That was strange, brothers. Let's do it again.
No, it's not.
So we still have to play an initiative because we have a dying creature. So Valette,
A dying
Creature?
creature? There's two. Hello.
Sam is
will-
down and Gilbert.
you're gonna go for Sam first instead of Gilbert?
No, go for Gilbert first. Go for
It
Gilbert.
doesn't matter. I
first.
succeeded on mine.
Yeah, no, go for Gilbert first. We both
Well-
succeeded.
The idea was an action to give you like 5 health, and then move so he gets my charisma bonus. Worst case scenario.
It's fine. I believe you'll both be able to get healed up. There's
Yeah,
no way
that's
that because there's no way either of you
Alright.
can roll 3 death saving throws in the 2 turns it'll take. So Valette is using 5 points of lay on hands on Sam, and then moving to Gilbert to use what to get Gilbert back up.
Yeah.
What are you using to get Gilbert back up?
When it loops back around, another set of initiative, I just use 5 more lay on hands.
Okay, so 10 points of lay on hands have been consumed. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, great. Cool deal. And you are in a cold, stone, deady room.
So, did we get the sense that when that thing constricted, that we moved out of that plane back into the normal plane?
You wouldn't get that sense. You don't have Arcana trained.
Yeah, you're not a magic person, and your one awesome guy was unconscious.
Yep.
Mm.
Vlet makes mention of sort of whatever
don't have
barrier
Arcana
sucking
trained.
into the monster
You're
as
right.
it disappears.
Sorry.
I'm awesome though.
We may be able to leave now.
You hear what sounds like footfall on stone kind of echo throughout the chamber as you guys kind of gather yourself. It sounds like just someone casually walking with bare feet.
Why are my feet making slapping sounds, guys? I'm just standing here. You know what? It's not all about you.
Everyone, form up.
All right.
Avengers assemble.
Valengers assemble.
How much time do we have? 10 minutes? Or not that much?
This is we hear someone approaching, and I'm
It
saying
doesn't
just
sound like
get-
they're approaching. It just sounds like footfall on stone.
let's kind of saying like let's at least group up so we can do a coordinated attack if needed, and leave
Okay.
after that. She's leaving it to someone else to like.
The footfall kind of gains distance, kind of moves away. It sounds like it moved. 1 second, let me double check. It sounded like it moved from the well to the west.
John, as a quick question, could I have cast a spell before it
Yeah.
disappeared? I want to cast that spell.
Okay, yeah. You see the outline of a figure moving. It seems to be about 15 to 18 feet tall, humanoid in shape. As you kind of focus in through the invisibility, you see that it has very large ashen gray wings, blood dripping from those wings that it seems to kind of just evaporate before it touches the ground. Completely naked, very gorgeous looking gentleman with large, again, larger features because he's 18 feet tall, black hair, and a bunch of eyes orbiting around his head as a halo. And he's walking that way.
Am I familiar with this at all?
You can make a Arcana check or a religion check. Intelligence based.
Okay. Right. That is a 16 Arcana.
You pretty sure through conversations, especially with this group, that they're kind of tailing after some demon prince called Durin, the Corruptor, and Durin Balkar, the Corruptor, and this appears to match the description. But other than that, you don't know anything about it. Other than it's probably a demon prince.
He's bad. He's bad.
So, yeah, I was right about the whole demon things being down here, guys. Just to let you know.
Doesn't seem to pay attention to you. Not even concerned about you. It's just walking away from you.
Which way did it go?
West.
No, I was asking Sam.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
West.
Let's go east. Ren says.
I agree.
Sure.
Okay. If you guys kind of linger for a bit before mustering, you do hear a large stone drop sound from the west, and yeah, somewhere off in the darkness. Um, After a couple of moments, if you guys start heading east, what happens is the entirety of the chamber starts to light up. The pillars become like beams of kind of radiant energy, but as you kind of inspect it closer, you realize that it's a device, and the device seems to have been hindered by something that was present here, but it may no longer be present. And the entirety of the hall kind of lights up very gloriously. And you can actually see, because of the light so far out, you can actually see the ends of the chambers and the ceiling above you. You appear to be directly underneath the pyramid's base. So, like, the base is sitting on top of this empty cavity that you're inside of. To the west, some great distance, you see the foundry section where the large canister is kind of above the air with the tube that ran down, and you can see the tube that connects it to it. And further on, it looks like there are some connection points and a bit of machinery on the pillars out that far. And then it looks like there's a passageway that leads out of the cavity. And this is some hundreds and hundreds of feet away, but it's so clear you can visually see it. Also in that direction to the west, you also see that there's a very large kind of dais that you didn't see before, kind of near the foundry, near the drop, and it looks like a door has been opened in that cavity that descends down into the earth. To the west is what we described. To the east, pretty much a mirror image of what you were looking at, with the exception it does not have the dais with the dropped out floor. Also, standing in the position that you're in, you would notice that the liquid inside of the well is no longer present. It's empty, and if you go and you look down it, it looks like at the base of the well there are kind of markings and a single door that is sitting at the base of the well, which is some 40 feet deep and empty.
Well,
Weird.
Should we see what we've exposed from emptying the well?
I was gonna say, well, should we see what's down there?
Well,
Let's have somebody drop in there.
mittens.
We should throw a coin
Get
in there
over
if you
here.
wish.
You know
There's a
what?
hole in the bucket.
Who's going in?
I push Gilbert.
I'm
I'm kidding.
I'm laying on the ground.
I'm gonna spend 20 of my lay on hands on myself, leaving me with 10, just so I have some health.
You guys have
And-
10 minutes? I could heal you with a good spell, but...
The other thing you'll note too, when the light is activated, the pillars near the well, there appears to be some sort of mechanism on the one on the west side of the strange landing pad.
It's right there. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to eat 10 berries right now, John.
10 hit points.
I will inspect the mechanism.
Looks like a mechanism for a lift. Your presumption is that it goes
Going to-
straight up and only straight up.
I'm going to take my glory, which is 6 right now. I'm going to take the 6 hit points.
do I see him do that?
No.
Okay, so there's no noticeable effect.
Correct. And you are only familiar with your sin, not theirs.
Okay, cool.
Just as a quick question, are there like stairs down the well?
No.
Is there a lever or something to activate this mechanism?
Yeah,
Before-
it's basically like a lift. If you activate it, when you do, you see that it kind of like causes the platform to kind of glow a little bit on the exterior. Your presumption is that once it's loaded to bear, it'll move.
Also, as a question, how far down is it to the door in the well?
40 feet down.
That is within range. Cool.
Is there a way to? I take out some rope in my grappling. Is there anything I can fix my grappling hook to sort of make a climb down rope?
Yeah. There's a bunch of pillars.
All right, I'll use
Well-
my yeah.
I was going to take 10 minutes to cast Unseat Servant and have that open the door in case it's trapped. unless you want to just go down there.
I mean, while I'll be setting up some rope while you do that.
Cool.
So if you kind of inspect the door as you're kind of casting that spell and looking at it, you'll see that the mechanism that opens the door is kind of like a submarine kind of door. It causes it to open out so liquid can kind of keep out. It looks like it's kind of in a locked position. If you send the unseen servant down there, it opens the door and the door opens and nothing particularly insane happens. You do notice when the door opens that there are venting systems on the sides. So it appears that certain things can be allowed out of the room into a liquid environment without causing the liquid to backfeed through those vents.
Interesting.
So just real quick, Kevin, Sam was taking 10 minutes to ritually cast something. Did you want to take that
Yes.
time since you have your 10 minutes in the sense of us doing
Yes.
nothing?
I want to cast Prayer Healing then.
Okay.
Except for maybe I'll upcast it. No, I'll cast it at the level it is second level. That'll give healing to everybody if we get in a little in within range. So get up here, people, if you want healing. So let me click on this. Level 2 prayer healing should be at least a couple. Shit, was not the best roll, but 8 is better than 0.
That is true.
That's for everybody.
Okay.
Everybody in the party.
Oh, did Sam leave? Sam left.
He went. He'll be right back. He has 2 characters that he need to give aid to. Now listen to this. I've got a spell that if I die, it doesn't do anybody any good, but I can cast Death Ward on either you or me, and those are, in my opinion, the best bets because we're the both people that can heal. Do you have any healing left?
I have 10 points of lay on hands, and I possibly have 2 second level spell slots that I could use for aid.
I have a 4th, which would be used up by Death Ward, a 3rd level, and then 2 first levels. So I could use Death Ward on you, and then it lasts for a while.
And what does that do?
Basically, next time you're brought down to 0 hit points, the spell just goes away. It also protects you from, like,
If you go to 0, you get 1 hit point.
Oh, okay, kind of like a half orc.
Yeah. But-
kind of.
It also locks down
It lasts
death's effects.
for-
Like powered death or powered,
Powered
kill,
kill.
would prevent.
Yeah, or Finger of Death.
Would you take
Oh.
that?
If you want to cast it, yeah, I'll take it.
I'll cast it on you, but then gotta keep this party live, man.
So, on my next turn, if combat was still going on, I would have cast aid to get you both up. I was waiting for another person to go down to get the most benefit out of raising 2 people up.
Whatever. That's boring talk.
Whatever.
Where did my
Who's going in
Sure,
low?
I healed you too.
hold on a second, where did my 2 characters just go on this thing?
I don't know. I'm off that map.
You get 8 hit points for each of them. Prayer healing.
So,
Yeah, I know, I did that already.
to the north and to the south, I didn't cover that part. There's nothing. It's pretty much just blanked. It dead ends. But yeah, to the east, to the west, there are exits out. There's the well, and there's the passageway that you presume the demon prince went through.
What about the lift? What does the lift lead
Oh,
to?
the lift goes upwards.
And that's this thing here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds enticing.
All right. Is someone going in the hole? Yes or no?
I'm waiting. Sam was casting Unseen Servant to send down.
It
and
opened the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it opened the door. It's open.
Okay.
It's just going to open the door and walk inside the door a little bit. Again, I just want to make sure we're not walking.
Nothing
Thing.
happens. No trap.
Once it walks in, if nothing happens, I go down.
Okay. You
Okay.
climb down. You head into the passageway. Beyond the passageway, it's just like the rooms. Very aesthetically similar to the room you're entering or exiting out of. Stone-wise, very plain and basic. When you enter into this room, you find this very strange-looking, arcane-looking device sitting in the center of what appears to be kind of a jagged, kind of diamond-cut bowl. Is a gemstone that's just laying there, completely blackened, like it was burned. And the room kind of has this lingering kind of static, like when you walk into a room with like a TV, like an old TV going. It kind of has like that same staticky kind of feel to it, but whatever was happening here, it appears that it's no longer happening.
Sam, if you can come down here, there's something I need you to look at.
Right. On my way.
You descend down the ropes set up that you guys pulled out, and you come down to the device. Without rolling an Arcana check, it's very easily identified. This is the device that basically powered the forge up above, and since it's been broken, the device has been burned out. The gemstone within, it being burnt as it is, you presume was some sort of glass, and it probably won't sell for anything. It's no longer usable.
Cool. This is worthless crap.
What was it?
Doesn't matter what it was, it matters what it is. Crap.
Is that like the only thing in this room?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it seems like nothing else to see down here.
Okay. You go back up. The other people, are you doing anything, any directions that you want to go in?
Ooh, I'm tempted to try the lift.
Okay.
I want to get on the lift as well, Ren. I want to go up and
I
out.
kind of want to go.
On out.
I am for the lift now that I checked out that room.
Okay. By the time it takes you guys to regroup and assemble, you've descended down into the well, ascended out of the well, etc., etc. Once you guys start moving to engage the lift, you kind of feel the earth kind of trembling and shaking. It feels like coming from beneath you, deep below. You're not sure from where. You get on the lift, you activate it. It rises about 10 feet off the ground just as the other lift kind of descended down. But once it makes it to a 10-foot height, you feel yourselves kind of entering into nothing and coming out of a different place. And what you end up realizing is that you are ascending out of the room that you're in into the entry chamber.
Ooh, that's so cool!
The entire pyramid by this point is still shaking.
Get out of here.
Yes, I fear this may collapse. Let us make haste and leave.
Right. And I cast teleportation circuit. No, I'm kidding. That.
Be prepared. There may be a conglomerate surrounding this building.
Okay.
We should have the what are they called? The phylactery ready.
Do you exit out and start running out, or are you guys not in a hurry?
Oh,
I'm in a hurry.
If it's shaking,
I'm in
let's,
a
let's huff
hurry.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run out of here.
The less.
While we're,
Oh, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, while we're hurrying, if we wanted to, I could again throw up like an area around us to make us look invisible.
That'd
Okay.
be great.
What'll end up happening? I'm just going to do it in a narrative beat because I think it'll work better this way since you've elected the choice that you've chosen. There's really no way I can kind of mess with you, and I think your activities pretty much belay what's going to happen. So you exit out of the pyramid. You enter into the main chamber where you first entered in to see the top of the pyramid. Ren, you're very quick to notice and very keen to notice that the gemstone at the top of the pyramid that was kind of manufactured around, it's gone. It's not there. You start booking it, and as you're doing so, the scaffolding starts to fall off of the pyramid, and it starts to kind of jostle inside of the earth. And it feels like the pyramid, is shaking inside of the earth, and that's what's causing the earth to tremble. When you were inside it, it felt like something beneath you, because it was the whole thing that you were in. Or the thing that was above you, etc., etc. You rush out the door and start running towards the gate, or are you guys running towards the sewer entrance inside of the building to exit out that way?
Again, I have a major image around us that will shift as we move.
Yeah,
so
perfectly fine.
Run out the front gate.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're doing so, you watch from behind you as the ground around the pyramid starts to sink in very suddenly. You start to see the outside of the pyramid as the ground starts to shape down, where you wouldn't have seen it before. The building that was standing on top of it breaks inwards and starts kind of falling in on itself, the large tower of it crumbling down on top of the pyramid. As you finally get out of the circumference of the area, you see conglomerate agents basically hustling and bustling out of the area. and trying to, move out of this catastrophe. People on the streets are watching as you're kind of moving in your bubble, like looking to see what's going on, and many of them are running away in terror. You can see that Lemon Cap, they're kind of gathering around the area to try and kind of do something. But ultimately, what ends up happening is all of the buildings of the complex, the plaza of the conglomerate section there, start to fold inwards and break down on top of whatever that was. Lots and lots of destruction. Welcome back to Rastagar.
Oh man.
Hey!
Who's two in that picture?
I don't know.
And if you recall, you are
I'm still down in the sewers. By the well.
pulling
Thank
the map back up.
Oh man, that's so bad.
Wait, what is this place? I'm kidding.
I thought
That
for a
was
second I
easy.
loaded the wrong thing. But as you recall, you aren't located where your current tokens are, and they're the old tokens because it's been a while since we've been here, but you're kind of close to right about there. All right.
Sorry, can you ping that again?
Oh, you're in the bottom left corner.
Bottom left. I think we need a vacation, but by the water maybe. There's a little beach.
I would like to go to the Drunken Brawler. That was the name of the tavern here, right? And Yellow.
No, it was the
Sunseeker's Bar and Grill.
Yeah, Sunseeker's Bar and Grill.
Yes, that I need to drink. I can meet you guys back at Gilbert's later, but I'm going to a bar.
I like the idea of getting a drink. So
Little
do
day
I,
drinking?
brother.
Does anybody have nature or survival trained?
Yes, Vrac
No,
has
and
survival.
no.
Okay. Well, Brack has actually been out of it for a long while, so it's definitely not going to help in that regard.
Okay.
But yeah,
Does Gilbert have it trained?
I don't think
Yep,
you do.
I do.
Oh, then roll it.
I do. It's I don't know which thing I got it from. I'm trying to roll it, but I think it's lagging on me. Let's see. I clicked it a couple times. Slap into a Slim Jim. That doesn't sound
There you
very.
go.
Slap into a Sim Jim.
All right.
I've got Fred.
Not working.
It's cold. I mean, it's
There
it's
it goes.
it's
It
a
worked.
bit
I'll
cold.
take the first one.
Yeah,
Scrappy.
it's cold. It's definitely about as cold as it was when you entered in. You remember it the same 6th day it had snowed. But it's definitely warmed up a little bit. Like it's leaning more towards the end of winter, closing on spring. You were down there for a couple days, quite a few days. A lot of long rests, a lot of traveling around. At least 3 days. So, yeah, closer and closer to spring. You said you were heading to the Sunseekers Bar and Grill, Brox? All right.
Yeah,
You head over there, and when you get there, it's closed. The other thing you would have noticed with the survival check, Gilbert, is it's about 8 in the morning.
Ah.
They're not open at 8 in the morning. What kind of proper bar is this? A travesty, that's what it is.
It's a long hike back across the bridge into Rastagar proper, over the river, and into your territory. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat on the door.
Nothing, no response.
You're gonna be on the what?
Beat on the door is what he
Beat
said.
on the door.
Okay.
Not too far off, there's a vendor who seems to be selling some warm cinnamon buns. Seems that the items are called bris. They have all different kind of glazing and toppings.
Does he have any sausages dipped in caramel?
No.
I hear that's good.
It's all cinnamon and rolls and all types of sweet rolls.
Valette's curious about. Before, did I have a sense of taste, or was I simply I could eat things to try and blend in, but I'd have to dispose of it later?
Yeah, you didn't have a sense of taste.
Okay, Valette's gonna buy one.
Sure.
How much is it?
It's going to be 2 coppers.
Right. Valette gladly gives 2 coppers, and goes to bite into this cinnamony thing.
It tastes
Okay, I don't
sweet.
know if anyone's seen
warm.
Futurama, but I just have a feeling Valette's going to become Bender from the episode where Bender becomes human.
It tastes sweet. It tastes warm. It doesn't taste. Okay, so one thing to kind of relate to the sensation you're getting is when you, as a human being, consume something, there's that kind of primeval kind of state in the back of it where it's like, I need this. I gotta eat, right? And,
Yeah.
and with the sweeter stuff, that addiction is kind of manifest there. All of that baggage is cleared. It just tastes good.
But it's still a new experience because I haven't ever really tasted anything.
It's a familiar experience. Is
Okay.
the best way to describe it.
So that kind of like in like a Japanese anime, they're like, oh, it's so good, like that kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
that expression comes across my face, like.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The individual selling the sweet rolls kind of goes, "Oh, you really like that? Thanks. Yeah, it's my father's recipe. He changed his mom's recipe, and we've been selling sweet rolls out here in Sunspire for some time."
Okay, old guy.
Yeah.
Quick question. You don't happen to have, like, any alcohol hidden in that cart somewhere? Like, I don't care if it's your own personal, like, hip flask or something. I will pay you 10 gold for your hip flask right now if you have it.
No,
I will pay you 15 gold. I don't care. I need something.
15 gold. Well, he kind of says, "Show me the gold."
Let's see if I actually have 15 gold on you guys.
I assumed you were gonna minor illusion that crap.
I have 14 gold, so I'm going to take out 15 copper and minor illusion it to look like 15 gold.
Okay.
Oh, that's too
Make
bad.
make a stealth check.
Oh, I was hoping for deception. All right, stealth. Let's see if I can stealth this. What did that roll?
What are you doing?
That's a 9.
What kind of weird? What are you? Get out of here! You wizard!
That's just racist.
I'm not.
And Sam walks away.
No.
Kind sir, I thank you for this sweet.
Thanks for the purchase. A couple of lemon caps are kind of walking about. Kind of looks like they're trying to get everyone to kind of clear the area. They walk over to not so much clear it, but like I don't mean to say clear. They're moving to everyone and kind of informing them. The noise to the south. You cannot pass. Street. Do not head south. Do not head in that direction.
I am already in the process of walking to Kyogo. I know it's across town.
Oh yeah, it's quite a few hours away. Let's see.
Can we flag down a ride?
You guys can take. Remember, there's methods of transportation here. You've got the trolley system.
Trolley.
There's the sky bus. There's methods.
What do you guys want to do?
The cheapest one.
Trolley.
We can
Yeah,
probably-
Sam's kind of mostly broke.
1 silver gets you pretty much anywhere in the city per person.
Yeah, don't worry, I could cover it.
Okay.
Okay.
1 silver.
Mon- money
6
bags?
silvers. How many other? 5.
Um,
6.
6 total. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you heading? Go ahead, Joe.
I'm walking.
You're not taking the ride?
No.
Why not?
All right.
Because I'm done. No, I mean, in my mindset, I just need a fucking drink. I banged on the bar. It wasn't open. So I'm immediately walking towards Kilgore's Hammer, even before Sweet Roll nonsense and all that.
Oh, you just left. Okay.
Just gone.
All right. Well, Brockgar seems to have vanished. You guys joined together, so 5 silver, Gilbert, and you're taking the
Yeah.
trolley. Okay. Joe, go ahead and roll me a D100.
2.
Okay.
Don't
He
die,
said
Joe.
Just random possible exchanges during the trip across the city. Okay.
Bring it, dude. I will shoot one of your criminals. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting that drink.
If he drank enough last night, I'll drink his blood. It might give me a buzz. Um,
In the process, while I am walking,
Yeah.
I'm going to radio contact or stone contact back to the shields.
okay. If you want
Forget her name.
You're talking about the your shield contact.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to send me what the message is on the side without saying it aloud, that's cool. Or if you want to
Yeah.
say it aloud, that's fine too. I don't care.
No.
Okay. And then the rest of you take a trolley. Are you heading back to Lord Kirk Osler's home?
It sounds like a plan.
How far is that bar that Joe's going from Clear Gosler's castle?
About half. Or
It's
about
by
a,
Sayers, isn't it?
yeah, it's about a
Someplace
burrow
in there.
away. No, Kilgore's Hammer is over by Red Wheel.
Okay. In that case, Sam's going to find whatever bar is local to Gilbert's place, and for right now, Brack's going to go with him.
And the
It's
closest
been a while since Brack has been to a bar.
place that sells alcohol near Lord Kirk Osler was that fancy tap room.
Is there somewhere less fancy,
You'd have to walk a bit.
like anywhere nearby?
Remember, the noble quarter is the light purple one where Kirk Osler lives. So
Is there somewhere earlier we can get off that is not fancy?
you can stop off in pretty much anywhere in the port district or the port borough, and you could go to the Red Dragon if you wanted to. I mean, you're good friends with the Night Sharks.
Yeah, no, we're skipping the Night Sharks one.
You could stop in Idealist territory and go to the Cock and Thrush.
Yeah, we're going to there. Let's go to the Cock and Thrush, me and Vrax.
Okay. Is anybody joining Sam and Brack? Actually, real quick, no, apologies. Brack is not going with Sam. Brack would follow
He's
with
not?
Brack would follow with Broxgar. Real talk.
Okay,
He'll
that's fine.
It's not Yen Lauren. It's not Proxy Yen Lauren.
No, I was just saying, like, I wasn't sure if anyone noticed Brock's leaving, so I wasn't sure if
Sure.
Brack would have
Again,
noticed. If
Zach-
Brack did, he probably would have gone with him.
I'd say something to Brack like, I know a place that never closes. Come on.
Yeah. Brack is. I've had discussions with Zach on the side. They're
Yeah,
kind
no,
of,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Again, I wasn't sure if he would have noticed him going, which is why I didn't say anything. Otherwise, I actually did think he probably would have gone with him.
Fair enough. So, do you want to drag anybody with you? Billet, Ren, Gilbert? To the Cock and Thrush?
I mean, if anyone wants to come, they can, but Sam's just going.
Okay.
I think Villette might actually, because she missed their departure from the whole sweet roll business, once she gets the trolley nearby, probably goes over to Kilgore's and waits for them.
Okay. Kind of. Well, he didn't really say where he's going, but yeah, guessing where he might end up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because Kilgore's is also kind of like the religious kind of temple-y dwarven place too, right?
Yeah, it's very dwarven.
My gosh, if
Yeah.
he's going to Kilgore's, then Sam's just following him to kill. Sam just wants to go somewhere that's
Okay.
he doesn't care where.
Gilbert and Ren, what are you two doing?
Ren would want to stop by his office and then just to check in on things real quick, and then head back to House Kurgaz.
Okay. So then, Ren, you're dropping off and going a different direction, and then Gilbert, you're going by yourself back to Lord Kurgaz, your own house. Got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it piecemeal, easiest to worst. Ren, you arrive at your offices, kind of walking up the street. This is the easiest one to do. You see that your windows are shuttered up, and it looks like the place has basically been locked down. There are symbols that have been emblazoned nearby that show the conglomerate logo. stating that permittance into this residence or this establishment is off limits to all citizens of the city of Rostigar.
Okay, so I'll file that away and then head to Gilbert.
Okay. Good.
That's it.
Easily done. Gilbert, you arrive home. When you arrive home, you enter into the gates. Your guards let you in, no problem. And you see that there are quite a lot more people here than when you last left. And when you were kind of forced out of this place. It looks like the place has basically been kind of taken over by blue gnomes. It's a veritable,
Smurfs!
Honestly, if you've ever seen an episode of the Smurfs, that's literally what you're walking into. Not really, but yeah,
my people.
there's a lot of blue gnomes present, and it doesn't look
La
like
la 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 la.
Exactly. Wait till you meet Smurfette. She's the best.
There's actuary gnome.
um,
Actuary Smurf.
you would
Papa Smurf.
you would come
IRS Smurf.
you would come to the point realizing that your patriarch, the leader of the house, is not present. Asking around, asking people who you're familiar with, members of
Where's
your family,
Papa Smurf?
where is where is I forgot where's the leader, and they not I forgot what was the gnome's name.
God,
Papa
I gotta
Smurf.
remember his name too.
I gotta find the notes. It's been a while. Yeah.
Gargamel.
I had spoken with them
It
on
was-
the communicator.
It was literally the last person you talked to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he
What was the cat's name?
I don't remember.
Let me check. This is gonna be hard to find.
Don't look up the cat's name. Look up the gnome's name. It's more important.
No, I'm not gonna look up the cat's
Yeah, I'll look up the cat's name.
Azrael.
Azrael.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
It's a good name.
Funnily enough, it's the same name as our blue gnome friend.
I don't remember naming him that, but I'll be really surprised if I go through my notes and that happens to be the case.
Would it be, would it be Everdren Barbagezi?
No.
No,
This is
No.
your relative. Evidrin Barbagezi
Yeah.
is the master of
you're
the
right.
entirety
That's
of the
not
house.
the person. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I created a handout for this guy.
Oh, Kel Krgosler. K-E-L-L.
Kale. Right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Kale is
I was
old.
trying to send him a communication, but it didn't go through.
Right.
So wait, it's Kale Gosler?
Kale
Yeah.
Kurgosler.
Kale Krgosler.
Yeah,
Double
Kale
K.
Gosler.
Anyway, he's not present, and if you ask
Don't
around,
ask him his middle name.
basically what they state is that he is engaged in according himself with the business of the house in your absence, and is currently in the Capitol building.
Excellent, I say. Excellent.
Smithers, release the hounds.
Yes.
Anything you want to do once you're at the house, or are you just going to wait around and take some time and relax?
Oh man. I would, welcome everybody in and say I'm glad.
They
everybody
kind of
made
look
it.
at
I
you
hope-
confused because they've been there for 3 days.
Yeah, I say I'm sorry about that. I got pulled out for important business, personal matters.
Hmm
But
You go around and talk to
things are
people.
good.
Some of them will listen
Yeah.
to your stories if you engage long enough. After a fashion, I'd say an hour or so of you kind of moseying about your establishment, Ren will arrive.
Nice. All right, let's see what damage they've done. What are my stores of food looking like right now?
It looks like they're fully stocked. You'd also
They
note.
came with their own stuff.
You'd also note that your attendant, your ambassador, is not present either.
Ben walks
oh,
up to
that's
his
not
room.
good.
Is there anybody there?
Yeah, it's occupied.
Gonna shoo them out.
They do not leave.
Shoot 'em.
Get out of
Get
there!
out of my room.
My room.
No, it looks like they've set up several different hammocks and cots and the like, and they have a very large kind of sleeping arrangement. The current people who are residing in your quote-unquote your room are doing laundry.
Yeah, Ren walks downstairs to Gilbert and says, "You need to get this under control. This is ridiculous." And he leaves.
Did they get the hammocks from 4th Street? The hammock district.
Yeah, of course. They had to go down to the the boroughs, right, and get the
Hammocks are us.
hammocks or us, right?
There's also Hammock Hut and
I'm sorry, Ren.
Trader
I think I
Hammock.
must have fed these guys after midnight.
Nice.
Cut back
The pop
to
culture references are strong with us tonight.
They are, yeah.
Vrack and Broxgar. You take a good 2 or so hours just walking across the city. I will make sure that
And
Zach.
then I suplexed him.
Zach is aware of that block, and if there's anything that he felt his character would have discussed with you, he will mention that to you in the general chat. And then, likewise, if there's anything that you feel like you would have mentioned to Brack in that 2-hour duration that you want to have like conversation, feel free to send each other messages back and forth. But to cut ahead to the chase, you make it to Kilgore's Hammer. When you arrive there, it's not too busy, being somewhere around noonish now. And seems like you could very easily get yourself a table or a seat at the bar if you'd like.
Well, wait, are we already there, or?
Yeah, you would be there if you're waiting on him. That's right.
So we probably have a table already.
Yeah.
Yeah. And around for everyone.
Okay.
Actually, I would like to say, Sam actually just has 2 sitting there already for when they get in.
Hell yeah.
Brack kind of takes his up and I believe drinks heartily. If he's a teetotaler, then that'll be retconned. But yeah. I'm pretty sure he drinks.
I'm pretty sure he does.